Hello everyone, and welcome to another game of World of Warships. Today's replay is from me, and I'm in the Shimakaze, the tier 10 Japanese destroyer. I'm on the map Warriors Path in a 3-point domination game. Well, it's obviously a tier 10 game. There is an enemy carrier around, there is one raider ship, the Booster, and there is a Z-52, a very dangerous destroyer. Now, starting, our carrier kind of split his planes. He went to B and A. He basically scouted out A and then left, and now he's going more towards C because it looks like that's where the enemy planes are. Now, we are getting A pretty nicely there. Friendly strike craft are coming in. I mean, they're running into a Booster, which is probably not going to do them any good. Meanwhile, our Shimakaze here is going to get spotted by planes. It looks like our carrier is focusing on his offense and currently not on his defense, but the planes are nearby, so let's hope that they will react. Now there is also a Z-52 coming this way, so this Shimakaze really should probably turn around and bail, because if that Z-52 gets close enough to hydro him, he is pretty much done for. Now the friendly fighters are finally here coming in, and they're defending the tier pits here, I suppose. But the Shimakaze is pretty done for, it looks like. So yeah, meanwhile I've just taken the center for free basically, because despite the fact that there are 4 enemy destroyers, nobody bothers to go into the middle. I suppose they were afraid of the carrier or something like that, I don't know. But good for us. Now we have a cap, but we also have a Grossevoy who, I don't know, wants to join the Shimakaze at the bottom of the ocean. And look, he succeeded in doing so. Now, I have no idea why you would push into a Booster with a lot of backup. But, you know, I mean, there are some people who just like pain. And who am I to judge? Now, that leaves the question what I'm going to do. So we are most likely going to lose A. I assume, well, we have a Des Moines here with some raider backup, but they could just sit behind this island and cap, so I have no hopes for A. Because they have quite a few ships there, and I don't think ours are even willing to put up much of a defense here. They might just retreat towards the center. Which means we should grab C, right? But at C, the Des Moines and the tier pits are kind of moving away. The Chapayev, I was hoping that Chapayev would follow me here, and I was willing to provide him with a smoke screen. Maybe I should have told him that, I suppose. But anyway, the Chapayev doesn't seem to be coming this way and might just be going north. Is Hindenburg also not focusing on the C cap? I assume he might get some flanking shots at the ships in A, which would be good. And I can't really push into the C cap. As much as I want to, there is the gearing. Those torps are meant for the gearing, and well, those are meant for the Hindenburg. Now it would be awfully nice if that gearing just sailed in there and got himself killed, but I suppose that won't happen. There is also the Z-52, right? If I sail in here and I get spotted, then I'm dead. And if I sail in here and I don't get spotted and the Z-52 shows up, I'm still dead. So I'm not going to do that. Which begs the question, what am I going to do? Well, I'm going to hug an island because, you know, sometimes you like to cuddle, and islands like to be cuddled too. Now it looks like the gearing didn't go for the C cap, he is instead going north, and the Chapayev might be able to do something about it. Also, our Hindenburg is actually chasing a midway. Now this Hindenburg has to be careful, because he has a large force here, and hey, so I got a torpedo hit right here, and that should be the Z-52, so that's nice. Now, as I was saying, the Hindenburg is chasing the midway, but he is running into a lot of enemy ships. He might be able to use this island as some cover, but basically I'm not sure what the Hindenburg expects. Nothing is helping him except the Chapayev that's busy chasing a gearing, and then Chapayev might also end up in a crossfire, and it's not good. The majority of our force is interested in not so much the caps, but I guess the G and H line. And well, I'm just waiting here to get some torps ready. And look at that! That's Z-52, avert your eyes. It's naked. And well. So that Z-52 paid its price for indecent exposure and is now sinking. Now meanwhile, I'm spotted here. I probably should have smoked here a little bit earlier. Or maybe not at all, I guess. I mean, I'm a bit traumatized from being shot at by battleships. Meanwhile, the Hindenburg here, by the way, is getting defended by all of our squadrons, but he is still under attack and he might also be shot at by a lot of other ships, so poor Hindenburg. And I'm still trying to get some torpedoes off. I can't shoot the tier pits anymore because, you know, nobody is spotting him. And the Hindenburg went down to the secondaries of a Kurfürst. And look at that! I just managed some nice torpedo hits on these tier pits. The tier pits is gone. It just leaves the Hindenburg here at the seeker. Now, our Hindenburg that got sunk up here in the north, you know, so very close to the entire enemy fleet, is now blaming our carrier for his demise. Now I assume this Hindenburg got a bit spanked by the enemy carrier, despite the fact that our carrier tried to defend him. I might add our carrier had 4 fighter squadrons here that were engaged. Maybe our carrier could have managed his planes better, I don't know. But he tried. And I feel like that's really all you can ask for, right? If somebody gets outplayed, they get outplayed. But he was sending his planes and he was doing his best to defend them. Now, meanwhile, our team here is cuddling here and they didn't invite me, which is kind of sad. Meanwhile, I'm just going to see. I'm expecting the Hindenburg to run away. So that's why I thought I could go in here and sneak in towards our Des Moines. Unfortunately, the Hindenburg actually entered the cap. Maybe I should have immediately turned around once I saw that, because I might now be in trouble. I might add that Des Moines asked me to assist at sea. He asked that while shortly before I was devastating striking the tier pits, I believe. So I guess I already helped with taking care of the tier pits, but you know, I'm a sneaky destroyer, so I should probably go capping. Now this could have gone horribly wrong, because the Hindenburg had Hydro running. Now if the Hindenburg would have pushed me with Hydro, he could have kept me spotted and easily could have destroyed me. Right now the Hindenburg is running away, and well, our Des Moines is giving chase, and it looks like our Des Moines is winning this fight. Now since the Hindenburg is running Hydro, it's unlikely he will sail into any torps that I launch now. Then again, I mean, I don't know, maybe his Hydro was running earlier and it's already on cooldown again. Who knows? So I could... well, no, smoke isn't ready yet. But once smoke is ready, I could technically just smoke here and try to help shoot the Hindenburg. I could shoot now, which would probably just get me destroyed. So, bad idea. I'm just happy sitting here and taking this cap. I think Des Moines doesn't really need my help. He is making short work of the Hindenburg. Smoke is ready again, so now I could smoke and I could support here. But I feel like I might need that smoke in the B cap. And my damage isn't adding all that much. And that Des Moines doesn't need help. So I feel like, you know what, I'm focusing more on retaking B because we are losing it. And there seems to be an enemy destroyer inside, which would mean the gearing. I think the gearing is, yeah, the gearing is the only destroyer they have left. So, yeah, our carrier should probably run more towards here, the 10 line. He is trying to, I guess he is trying to not have the longest way for his strike craft while still staying far enough away to not get obliterated. And there is a strike incoming. There are fighters. Those fighters just recently launched, so unfortunately they can't get there any faster, it looks like. Now, he is once again trying to defend our ships, but this time he might just be too late. And this Hindenburg, he is still complaining about the carrier, and he's claiming that the carrier is losing us the battle, which I highly doubt, by the way. So our carrier might not be the best one, and he is striking very often close to the Worcester, but he is sending his planes to defend, and that's actually a very rare sight, and it's a very welcome sight. Now our Des Moines successfully took care of the enemy cruiser there, and now he can come this way and help us out. Unfortunately, both of our Des Moines are currently out of position to radar at the B cap. I assume this Des Moines is afraid to go north here and get shot at by those battleships into his broadside. And our Des Moines on the other side was just busy sinking the Hindenburg. So meanwhile, I'm arriving here at the center and I can help retake it. Hopefully. We have a Conqueror and the Kurfürst pushing in. Enemy Montana here seems to be pretty low, so they should be able to deal with her shortly. And here are the planes incoming. Now those planes are most likely not meant for me. They are meant to strike our battleships. Friendly fighters are on their way. And I'm turning away here because I didn't want to get spotted by those fighters. Now I do have my smoke ready, and I could have just sailed in there and smoked. Now if I smoke, then they know I'm here. By the way, those torps here, they are kind of launched towards the Montana, but they were more meant for RPF at the time. Because that Montana is behind an island. Now, I want to launch torpedoes in this mode, because we know there is someone in. But right now there is still this Conqueror, and this Conqueror would cross path with the torpedoes. Now it's no longer an issue, so I can freely launch. I'm checking the Kurfürst. The Kurfürst is far enough away, so he shouldn't be in danger. And look at that, the Montana is down to 2000 hit points. So the next salvo from our Kurfürst hope. Oh no. Montana is at 728 hit points. Now he is outside of my gun range, so when I wanted to, I couldn't shoot him. I could have earlier sailed up here, maybe even got spotted by the planes on the way and just deployed my smoke screen and then helped shoot the Montana. And you know what? Might have been worth it. But afterwards you're always clever, I suppose. Because it looks like that Montana escaped. Right, he was down to 700 hit points, he activated a heal and now he's gone. On the bright side, because I didn't show myself, the Skiering had no idea there was a destroyer coming with torps. I guess he could have figured because, well, we took this cap, but might have been distracted by the shiny battleships. So that takes care of the gearing. Now it's 5 against 5, and we have, well, okay. Soon it will be 5 against 4, I suppose. This Kurfürst is unfortunately getting a paddling. But you know, we are looking okay points-wise. There are some planes coming though who are going to spot me, and that's not very nice of them. So I've some torpedoes going for the Montana, but once again, hey, carrier is here and is defending. Actually, he's chasing away those planes, which is pretty good. Now 16 seconds, I could wait here and get more torps going. I'm kind of expecting the Montana to not actually charge around this corner, maybe just stop here. So I didn't really wanna sit here and wait and see if I could do something about it. Instead I decided to just go take the Aetam. Right, this Montana is pretty low, and the Des Moines seems to be on its way to taking down the Montana. So it looked like that would work. Right, I mean, 2,500. Moin is doing a good job here. Now if I torpedo into this brawl here from here, there is also a chance that I'm hitting the Des Moines, because those two ships might just be going to kiss the way they are going right now. So let's go speed boost and let's take the A-cap. I feel like that's the best way towards victory right now. So those torps are probably pointless, because when we look at the minimap we see that Henry is sailing away. So he's sailing outside of the torpedo range. So he had to make a turn around here. There is a slim chance that something happens, but it's a very slim chance. So I'm only using one launcher and I'm probably using my torpedoes on the midway. Now I'm getting into gun range of the midway, and this means I could shoot her, but currently that seems like an unnecessary risk to take. The Henry might still be able to get shots on me, and I really don't want to be interrupted here. Now obviously they know I'm here, right? I'm taking this cap. Also, meanwhile, our carrier is desperately trying to get away here, but he's chased by a Kurfürst, and there's Strikecraft coming for him. Meanwhile, our Hindenburg still whining about the carrier for, I feel like, no reason, but you know. Like if you charge the entire enemy team on your own and get destroyed, it's obviously your friendly carrier's fault. So, I almost have the cap, and I'm still hesitant to use my guns, just simply because, yeah, well, I'm now the last ship that's remaining, and I really don't want to be sunk, because we have a reasonable chance of winning this with all 3 caps, and the torpedoes should take care of the midway, hopefully. Because they aren't looking too bad. Now, obviously, I'm more than willing to use my guns if necessary, and carrier is hunting me right now. Would be nice to not get attacked by the carrier, but yeah, he's found me. But he only has 1 torpedo bomber squadron in the air, well, and some dive bombers now. So once I'm spotted, I immediately open up with my guns. We got a flooding, so now might be able to get a fire, or maybe my torpedoes will just do the trick anyway. So there you go. Now I'm dodging those torps quite nicely. and immediately pop some smoke because unfortunately the Henry is here and that Henry wants. Now it's 3 minutes left. I can't sit 3 minutes in this smoke because it won't last that long. And if the Henry gets close enough, he will just utterly wreck me, I suppose. I don't know if this Henry is using Hydro or not. I mean, I could just risk him coming close to the smoke and then try to torpedo him. But I feel like the safest way here is just to make a run for it. Now, unfortunately, there are still the planes in the air from the carrier. So I'm hoping that I can get away from those planes soon. I mean, there's no way I'm shooting down a full squadron here. But there is more bad news. It looks like that carrier might have clicked on me before he went down, so this squadron here is actually trying to attack me and auto-drop me. Now, I'm not afraid of one auto-drop from 2 torpedo bombers. What I am afraid of is getting spotted, because this Henry is shooting me, apparently with armor piercing, so thanks, Henry. So, and they are still here. And they keep me spotted. And it's not like I can't go left or something, there is a zone wall here. Like, those planes are basically blocking any way that I can escape them. So I'm opening up with my anti-air here. I actually managed to shoot down a plane, but here comes another plot twist. It looks like our carrier has sent fighters here before he went down. Oh, and I got a torpedo hit on the Henry, that probably does nothing. And our carrier managed to shoot down those planes that were chasing me. Now, meanwhile, I've disabled my anti-air and I'm far enough away. I mean, yeah. At this point, they can't really do anything. So, I mean, let's speed up the remaining bit here. I've managed to get undetected, right? They don't have a carrier anymore to spot me. The Henry can't catch up with me here. And with my RPF, I also know that I'm not going to get ambushed. So I got another top hit for some more damage, a nice juicy flooding that he doesn't seem to be able to take care of. And I'm not even trying to get more drops off here. I'm just sailing away into the sunset towards victory. Well, actually, not much of a sunset now, is it? So here we are with the results, and yeah, that turned out quite well. 3,335 base experience, so I'm very happy with that result. Also, I'd like to point out our carrier shot down 49 enemy planes, and while his strikes might not have been that successful, he did try to defend us and he did shoot down quite a number of enemy planes. And I guess his strike craft was mostly farmed by a rooster. I achieved a devastating strike and a solo warrior, which is pretty nice. Scoring 171,000 points of damage, and I managed 4 solo captures. Because hey, capping wins. Also made over 1 million of credits, which is always nice to see. So I hope you enjoyed watching this, and I'll see you guys next time.